Ready? 103.9
Voice FM.
Let's go.
I'm here at Southampton Outdoor Athletics Centre, where such greats as Ewan Thomas and Roger Black have trained before, and we're here to meet a less and well-known star. Dave Savage is 42 from the Kiribati Islands. He competed in the 2002 Commonwealth Games for the islands, coming in last. We caught up with Dave to find out how he got involved in triathlons.
I started off as a runner basically, and from running I then got a job as a lifeguard in a local swimming pool, which pulled in the swimming, and from there just developed a bike, and before you know it, doing all three.
Now I understand you've competed a lot over the last so ever many years, so talk us a bit through about your competitions.
It's been a mixed bag really. I had probably more success as a runner than I did as a triathlete, but with the boom of triathlon there's so much competition now. And the young lads, such as yourselves, just taking triathlon to another level now. So I'm 42 years of age, so I've got a little bit of age against me, but it's about the passion for the sport and being involved and pushing yourself to the limit, and that doesn't change over the years.
By young lads, do you mean the Brownlees?
There's two of them.
So you have competed in the Commonwealth Games before. Could you tell us a little bit about how you got on?
Yeah, it was the Manchester 2002 Games, a huge honour. It was the biggest race of my life by a long, long way. The race itself didn't go to plan. I got a double puncture. Basically, the rain came the night before, threw up a whole load of glass. It's just your tyres pick up, and then of course double puncture. And I rode the last 10 kilometres on two flat tyres because I'd passed a neutral wheel stop, and you can't go back to it. So unfortunately I had to keep going, and by the time I come onto the run leg, my legs were just shot to pieces, but I was always going to finish it.
You represented the Kiribati Islands. Could you maybe just give us a 1-minute roundup of the Kiribati Islands for anyone that wants to know?
Yeah, absolutely. Geographically they're between Australia and Hawaii, bisected with the equator, and X marks the spot. They're the first country to see in the millennium. And they were also a former British colony.
So you're obviously going to be competing in this year's Commonwealth. I mean, that's why we're here. So what are your hopes realistically for it?
I'm not really thinking about a placing, although it would be nice not to have the misfortune of last time and come last again. Nobody wants two wooden spoons in a kitchen utility. Nobody wants two wooden spoons, and that's a real fighting motivational point. That's the thing I have in the back of my mind. When I train, I will not come last again. I do not want that to happen. I want to justify my training, get to the start line fit and healthy, which is often a task in its own right, and then on the day, I'll just give it hell.
Dave's early training for the Commonwealth has been blighted by Achilles tendonitis, putting him out of action on the running track for over 2 months. Luckily for Dave, the injury struck at the start of his training regime, giving him time to recover before the Games in July. So now that you're finally fit, are you ready and raring for the Games?
No. Basically it's 10 months from now, so there's a lot of work to be done until then. So the key factor is remaining injury free, not picking up any more colds, illnesses, Achilles tendonitis, but there's definitely a training plan in progress, and at the moment I'm on about 15 hours a week. Soon it'll be around about 28 hours a week as the form and the fitness increases. I will be ready.
Is this just going to steadily increase the closer the Games come?
Absolutely, because I'm not 100% at the moment, things like getting up to a full training program does take time, and that's what I'm aiming for right now.
With 10 months to go, Dave will be hoping for a final flourish in Glasgow as the sun sets on his turbulent career. This is Phil Inman reporting for Select Sport.